Hi everyone, today we're going to look at a new website and try to determine if it's a scam or not. And I actually already know, I'm not going to bury the lead. It's a scam. And the reason I know that is because someone I've talked to in the past who is getting an impersonation scam, they're using his real FFL license number. FFL means Federal Firearms License. They're using it, the number and a scan of it, on a website before, and we took it down, and then he was searching because, you know, if you've ever been a victim of identity theft, you might want to search your name and your email and like your home address, your phone number and stuff for a while after the identity theft, just to identify the new locations it's at. But today we're looking at WarHammer Industries LLC.com. And it looks nice, it's got good pictures, but you know, pictures you can find on the internet are pretty easy. It's got, notice the design, it's got an orange stripe, a white stripe, and a picture. It's got the logo in the middle here. There's a little search box, which is kind of strange that it's right there. It's not a very good design. And then the shopping cart is showing by the logo too. And then you can see, here's the hero banners. It's a Colt and whatever this is, Gerson, I don't know what that is. And then the second one is this: enter to win some kind of a pistol. And it says the contest ends July 29th, and it's kind of cut off. That's unusual. The design doesn't look better. And then you've got this picture here of someone competing. So we have an orange stripe, a white stripe, and then the pictures. And then it's got some magazines, service and support, and store shop. And this is kind of odd. It looks like a shock absorber for a car. And I think that's just a leftover from where they got this theme. This is just WordPress, and it's a pre-made theme. That's why it looks pretty good. But if you go to the shop, actually, we'll go to testimonials. Yeah, testimonials down here. So it's got some testimonials. Normally that makes you feel good, but it says Buckhall Sporting Goods was great too. Okay, I don't know why you're telling me that. I'm at WarHammer Industries LLC.com, and then it's over here. It says great experience with Buckhall Sporting Goods as usual. The gun arrived, blah blah blah. And then bad formatting, blah, blah, blah. I sold it, bought on, it's a great gun, I've proven. Not real. I mean, this is just fake. And there's no extra, oh, here's some more. Love it, blah, blah, blah. And notice all these are all 5-star. You know, any reviews on someone's website you can't really trust because they can edit them, they can create them, they can copy them. And if you give them a bad review, they can just remove it. So it doesn't really mean anything. So it says Buckhall Sporting Goods up here in the testimonials. And then down here it says the person leaving this blog post was Berlusconi Firearms. So what these scam websites do is if their domain gets burned too much, or if there's too many negative reviews, or if people figure it out, they register a new domain name for $10. They copy the database, they copy the WordPress install and the plugins and the pictures, and they just upload it. And it takes 20 minutes. So if you ever see things like this where it seems like someone else is talking, or it's in someone else's voice or someone else's company name, you should start getting alarm bells. Also, just one of the quick ways to tell is just copy the domain and then see how old it is. And this is another one that I'm working on, but let's WarHammer Industries and just see who that is really. So this domain is only 25 days old. It was registered last month on the 25th. Right now it's April 21st, 2022. Here's the name server, Empire Technology. Supposedly it's in Indiana. There's privacy. You can't really see who it is. You can't email them directly. They may or may not email you back. But you're getting warnings here. It says Berlusconi Firearms. And another thing you can do is just take like a sentence and copy it. And let's open a new thing in Google and just put quotes, paste, end quotes, and see where else that is. Oh, see how it's all bold? This exact sentence was on Beretta, the Beretta website. And we'll go there now. And it was a couple other places, but see how it's the same name, BU9 Nano, same picture. It's got the little steel foot traction thing. And I took this sentence here, and it's exactly the same. And it's got some information on it, and then it talks about their locations. So if you really want this firearm or something like this, you need to go to the real website, which is beretta.com, and then find a dealer near you. So this picture was stolen, you know, and I would say most of these pictures and all this information has been stolen. And the name Berlusconi, if you look around on the web, where did I think I was searching for it somewhere. Oh, here's the old site, Berlusconi Firearms. It was claimed, this is a review site, Manta. It's got 18 reviews, and the reviews are either very poor or very good. And usually that means that the really poor ones are real reviews. Scam, reported the ATF, didn't get any of my money, but didn't check out with my research. Oh, so he didn't pay them. That's good. Great place to get your toys Cerakoted. I looked over, blah, blah, blah. All these are lies. Yeah, here's another person, 5 stars. So either 5 stars or 1 star. Berlusconi Firearms is a scam, scam, scam. Below positive reviews are fake. Joseph, you're right. Whenever you see really good reviews and really terrible reviews, that probably means that good reviews are fake. They're saying they're from a certain country, scam. Do not purchase from Berlusconi Firearms. So Berlusconi Firearms, and if you, what these scammers will do is if they burn a domain, I don't remember if this is expired or if it's redirected. So let's see. Let's just type Berlusconi Firearms and hit return. See where it goes. And it's thinking. Maybe it's down. Oh, see what it did? It redirected to the site we're talking about, WarHammer Industries .llc. So what they've done is they've created a 301 redirect to redirect any old traffic to the new site. And if you go to their products, and then let's just pick any of them, the top level category is Berlusconi Firearms. Isn't that weird? So it's a level 1 category in this e-commerce platform. It's kind of slow to load, but they never renamed this category. So, you know, I'll go back to the original site I was looking at. So here's their different categories and products. Here's their logo. Here, if you click on this, this is actually a scan of the real FFL. Well, see, this site doesn't have an address down at the bottom, but if you go to their contact, they're saying they're in Englewood, Colorado. So if they really have an FFL, it should say this information here. And it also should have their trade name, WarHammer Industries. But when you click on the FFL, here it is, and they're telling you what they want you to think it is, and it's for verification. But it doesn't say WarHammer Industries. It says this person's name and this person's company and a different address in Virginia. And the number is 15409-833. 15409-833. And then just to show you that this is not faked, I've talked to this person, and he wrote on it in this is his handwriting, no face-to-face, for shipping only, file copy, and this is his name and signature, and then here's his actual company name. But the last site that we saw using this information was this, buckhallsportinggoods.com. It's currently down, and I'll hit an F5 just to refresh. And this just means that the folder is empty and they haven't uploaded anything, but they're thinking about it. They can't decide if they should do it or not. And you can actually see the video that I made here. It's on YouTube, and it says how to identify a scam firearm site in 3 minutes, Buckhall Sporting Goods. And normally I wouldn't show you another video, but this is, so we're at 236, and you can see they have a Daniel Defense M4 V5 for $1369. Daniel Defense M4 V5 $1369. If you go back to rifles, Daniel Defense, waiting. It's a slow website. Oh, it's hosted in Europe, I think Europe or something for some reason. So it's a Daniel Defense M4 V5 for $1369. It's the exact same model, the exact same price, and it has the exact same mistakes in the description. And here's the model number here. And if you're really curious about why you can't get this anymore. But okay, so we're looking at WarHammer Industries, and it's saying it's in stock. And you can say add to cart. And it adds it to the cart. You can view the cart. Here it is, and it's right here. So now we're going to go back. Now we're going back to YouTube, and I'll just hit play, and I'll shut up for a little bit and listen to the video. Oh, as for credit card, so they're selling it below market value. They say they take credit cards. Can you type in this area? No, you can't type in this area. But they also say they want to be paid with Zelle, Venmo, or Now payments. That's odd. Zelle. Okay, and now I'll rewind the video and I'll show you what the home page of Buckhall Sporting Goods looks like. Notice that picture looks familiar? The logo in the center, the categories, the FFL. It's exactly the same website. Orange stripe, white stripe, and then the pictures. I'll push play. Hi everybody, it's Mike, and we're going to take a look at another firearm site and try to determine if it's a scam site or a real site. And we're going to see how long that takes us. So here's the site. It looks real nice. Got a picture of a guy doing competition. That's great. Maybe you do that. Maybe you want to do that. Don't know. And it's got other pictures of firearms. These are all really nice pictures. But we do see kind of the first thing. It's cutting off right here. Yes, it is cutting off, but you can go back to the home page. Remember, this picture's here, and this picture's here, and then this picture. It's the exact same picture. It's the exact same site. There's no difference. It's got this pop-up saying that there's lots of people here buying stuff. I wouldn't believe it. I don't think it's true. How do you get to the cart? Oh, little cart button is up here. So let's go to the cart and see what the payment options is on this site. So they say they have one. Let's proceed to the checkout and see what it is. See if it's different. So you can log in, you can enter coupon code, you can pick your country. That's kind of scary, right? Oh, so this site doesn't have credit cards anymore. So whatever credit option they were using, or however they were running credit cards, they no longer have it. They have Apple Pay, Zelle, Venmo, and Now Payments. Now Payments, you don't know what it is, but it's Bitcoin. It's just an online way to buy Bitcoin. So Apple Pay, they don't like firearms, and it's against their policy to buy firearms or firearm parts or ammunition or any kind of weapons, knives, So it's against their policy. So why would Apple Pay be an option? Because there's no refunds. There's also no refunds with Zelle, Venmo, or Bitcoin. So this site is a scam, and it's just trying to get you to go and pay them with an option that doesn't have a recourse. And if you complain, Zelle and Venmo, they don't like firearm purchases also, so you might get your account banned. But I mean, if you don't care, I would just go ahead and go nuclear and, complain and see if you can get whoever is running their transaction. Usually there's like a middleman that's taken a cut. Payment information will be emailed. Order must be processed and approved before payment confirmation. So yeah, they're constantly changing how they get payment, and then they'll want proof of it. They'll want a screenshot. They'll want you to give them some kind of information. Normally, people just say, okay, yeah, it's approved. So this is a normal AR-15, and I can show you how fake this site is just by giving it more information. I'll tell them that I'm in California. And if you live in California, you know that you can't just buy any old rifle. It has to be approved. It has to be on a list. It has to be California compliant. And the card is updating, and it updated. And they're also not telling you there's any shipping cost. So I don't know if shipping is free. And they're also not saying anything about tax. So, I mean, there should be all kinds of alarms going off at this point. They're selling you a weapon that's not legal in that state with no tax and no shipping charge. But it gets sillier than that. You can go back to the shopping cart. Slow site. And instead of 1, just say 10. I want 10 of those. Like my whole family, we all want one. And it says they have them in stock. And you can say you want 100 of them. And it says they have them in stock. So obviously they don't have real-time inventory. To summarize, WarHammer Industries, LLC, this is a scam website. All their inventory is fake. None of it's real. We'll keep going because, I mean, maybe you think this is like some amazing deal. It's not. If you pay them anything, they're just going to steal it from you. We've looked at the FFL. Let's go to the FAQ. And these questions, they read pretty well, but they read pretty well because they've been working on it for 2 or 3 years. It has the old company's name here, Berlusconi Firearms. And the second question is, what are your retail hours? Yeah, I mean, if they were retail, you could go there and pick it up in person. A normal company would be happy with that. Oh no, our showroom for local customers is currently closed until further notice. So a lot of these sites will say, oh, COVID's so terrible, you can't come in and pick something up. I don't care if you're vaccinated and wearing a mask, we don't want to see you. The reason they don't want to see you because they can't. They're not in the United States. Their contact is saying they're in Colorado, but they're not. Let's go to their contact page. There's problems with it. It says they're in Inglewood, Colorado, and here's their postal code. And it says business hours, and it says Monday to Sunday, but that's not hours, that's days. But then down here, it says Monday to Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. CST. So that's another problem. Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2 CST. CST is Central Standard Time. And the last site that was actually up was Buck Hall Sporting Goods. And it was in Virginia, and it was in the Central Standard Time Zone. But Colorado is Mountain Standard Time. So that's wrong. Basically, I mean, there's a lot of things going on wrong with this site. If you look at stuff, it's how to buy ammo. It's got like the ghost of the old sites, Berlusconi Firearms here. This reads pretty good. I mean, but this doesn't mean anything. They probably just stole it. Like that blog post about the Beretta pistol, that was stolen. This This copy is probably stolen. Up here at the top, our website inventory is live. Well, I've worked in e-commerce for decades. What that means is it's real time, and if you add something to cart, it takes it out of their stock, and it won't let you go past how many items they have. We've gone to the cart. We put 100 in. I mean, can we go for broke? Like 777? Yep. So that's $1,063,000. It says it's in stock. Here's the really funny part. There'll probably be no tax and no shipping charge. No tax, no shipping charge. Yeah, this is a scam. It says California, but also they never changed the country code. So basically they're stating that they'll send it anywhere in the world. So they say like Japan, like 12 Harajuku Drive. Don't know if that's a real place. Harajuku Prefecture, that's Tokyo, right? And I don't know the postal codes, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And does the cart update? Cart updates, no tax, no shipping charge, no warning that you're sending $1 million in rifles that they don't have to Japan. This is a scam website. There's nothing true about it. And this is what these scammers do, is they make a database that's pretty good. If you get a domain burned, they'll move on to the next one. If you go to this address, there's no retail store. And here's some snow. The snow doesn't have 1,000 rifles. And there's no retail. I don't know what those are. They look like an industrial warehouse. That's just a truck. Yeah, so I mean, this is a scam website 100%. To review, don't buy anything from WarHammer Industries -LLC.com. We'll report them to the web host. Usually you can do that at abuse@webhosting.com. If you got scammed, you might want to complain to the payment processor, or you might want to complain to the FBI or the FTC. I don't know if the ATF can do anything. They are implying that they're FFL because they've got a link to it here. But they're not actually shipping or sending any firearms, so I don't know if they're breaking laws in that regard. Thank you. Have a very good day, and I'll talk to you in the next video.